कहत कबीर सुनो भाई साधो, कहत कबीर सुनो भाई साधो, अरे कहत कबीर सुनो भाई साधो, कहत कबीर सुनो भाई साधो। साहब मिले सबूरी में, अरे साहब मिले सबूरी में, मन लागो यार फकीरी में।
Can you talk about fear in this process of letting go, and in this process of letting go in your meditation or whatever, in your awareness or your watching, and then you get this, or personally you have this like heavy reaction from the mind.
Yes.
Like the big fighting, which becomes like, get so afraid of it that you drop the inner part and you go back to the outer part.
There is no method here. One has to live through it. One has to pass through this hell. You can only pass through hell if you have heaven in your heart. You will have to live through it. It is the smoke. Your accumulated conditioning is burning. It is the smoke. Fear is the smoke. You will have to tolerate it. Jesus said, only faith enables you to tolerate it. So, there is no shortcut here. No shortcut here. And fear will tear you apart. Fear will really make you tremble, shiver. Don't then ask for a remedy. The only remedy is to go deeply within. The experience of fear, mind you, will still be there. It will still be there. What prevents us from just passing through this fear and be done with it is the hope that one can avoid it and yet become free. Just drop this hope. You need not drop fear. Drop the hope of some kind of an escape from fear. Drop that hope. Let fear be there and be certain that you will have to face it. That is the price you pay. You see, fear is the smoke of the annihilation of the ego. If the ego will burn, this smoke will arise.
That's the last thing that will go. Fear. The last thing. Particularly fear of death.
And the more fear there is, the more you should know that some deep disease is at stake.
As in, deep disease, as in?
Fear means the thought that you will lose something.
Yeah.
What else can you lose? Can you lose the truth?
No.
So what would you lose? What is fear all about?
The ego?
Yeah. If it gets really frightening, it's really good.
It's really good.
You know Kabir, because we are talking of the burning and the smoke, he has put it extremely beautifully. He says, Birhin odi lakdi, sakuche aur dhudhuaye. छूट पड़े या विरह से जो सगरी जली जाए. He says that the mind is like wet timber, wet wood, wet firewood. What happens to wet firewood when you try to set it afire?
It burns very slowly or very...
It burns very slowly and emits a lot of smoke.
It is basically the process, the water is burned.
So Kabir says, our mind is destined to be burnt down. It is the destiny of the ego to be burnt down, to be reduced to ashes. But it is like wet firewood. It burns ever so slowly, and that is why there is so much smoke. He says there is just one remedy. Burn down quickly. Burn down quickly. The more you will postpone it using methods and processes, the more you will just keep simmering. And that is no good, to keep simmering, to keep emitting smoke like that wet wood which is being set afire from beneath and is wet at the top. Division, contradiction. Some part of it is burning, the other part of it is not burning. Division, contradiction. Burn down, totally burn down. And that will give you the only reprieve that is possible. That is the only remedy. He is not saying that there can be a way to lubricate the process, to make the whole thing easier for you. He is saying the only way it can become easier for you is that you let it happen quickly. The more it stretches in time, the more you postpone it, the more you will just keep simmering. And that is no good. That is such a torture. So let it happen here and now. Face your fears right now. Tremble, shiver and die. And you are reborn.